She met him at a dance, pretty too and young. Said he worked in a restaurant, but she can't remember which one. Geraldo, that's all. Green pants and Saturday shirt. Geraldo. That's what he told her. And how was she to know she'd be the last one to see him alive? An accident, don't you know? Hit and run. Marine, she goes to all those dances. Uptown, Logan, Embassy, Palmer, Aragon, Fontana, the Manor. She likes to dance. She knows how to do cumbias and salsas and rancheras even. And he was just someone she danced with. Somebody she met that night. That's right, that's the story. That's what she said again and again and again. Once to the hospital people and twice to the police. No address, no name, nothing in his pockets. Ain't it a shame?
Only Marine can't explain why it mattered. The hours and hours for somebody she didn't even know. The hospital emergency room. Nobody but an intern working all alone. And maybe if the surgeon would have come, maybe if he hadn't lost so much blood, if the surgeon had only come, they would know who to notify and where. But what difference does it make? He wasn't anything to her. He wasn't her boyfriend or anything like that. Just another brazier who didn't speak English. Just another wetback. You know the kind, the ones who always look ashamed. And what was she doing out at 3 a.m. anyway? Marine, who was sent home with her coat and some aspirin. How does she explain? She met him at a dance. Geraldo in his shiny shirt and green pants. Geraldo going to a dance. What does it matter? They never saw the kitchenettes. They never knew about the 2-room flats and sleeping rooms he rented. The weekly money orders sent home, the currency exchange. How could they? His name was Geraldo. And his home is in another country. The ones he left behind are far away. They will wander, shrug, remember. Geraldo. He went north. We never heard from him again.
Only in the country, her skin tanned by the sun and her belly full of ripe fruit running through the fields with Pedro Tercero, was she smiling and happy. Her mother said that was the real Blanca, and that the other one, the one back in the city, was a Blanca in hibernation.
Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. যদি জল আসে আঁখি পাতে, যদি জল আসে আঁখি পাতে, একদিন যদি খেলা থেমে যায় মধুরাতে, তবু মনে রেখো একদিন যদি বাধা পড়ে কাজে, শারদ প্রাতে, তবু মনে রেখো যদি পড়িয়া
যদি পড়িয়া মনে ছলো ছলো জল নাই দেখা দেয় নয়ন কোণে তবু মনে রেখো মনে রেখো তবু মনে রেখো যদি দূরে যাই চলে তবু মনে রেখো
There you will find the place I love most in the world. The place where I grew thin from dreaming. My village, rising from the plain, shaded with trees and leaves like a piggy bank filled with memories. You will see why a person would want to live there forever. Dawn, morning, midday, night, all the same, except for the changes in the air. The air changes the color of things there, and life whirs by as quiet as a murmur, the pure murmuring of life.
In Santiago, Chile, the days are interminably long, several eternities in a day, like the vendors of seaweed traveling on the backs of the mules.
You yawn again. Yet the weeks are short, the months go racing by, and the years have wings.
Just a little boy standing in the rain, the gentle rain that falls for years, and the grass is gone, the boy disappears, and rain keeps falling like helpless tears. And what have they done to the rain? And what have they done to the rain?
Our defeat was always implicit in the victory of others. Our wealth has always generated our poverty by nourishing the prosperity of others, the empires and their native overseers. In the colonial and the neo-colonial alchemy, gold changes into scrap metal and food into poison.
I told myself we had to defeat the enemy. We began to organize. Our organization had no name. We began by each of us trying to remember the tricks our ancestors used. They say they used to set traps in their houses in the path of the conquistadores, the Spaniards. Our ancestors were good fighters. They were real men. It's not true what white people say that our ancestors didn't defend themselves. They used ambushes. Our grandparents used to tell us about it. Especially my grandfather, when he saw that we were beginning to talk about defending ourselves against the landowners and wondering if we had to rid ourselves of the landowners before we'd be left in peace. We said, if they threaten us, why don't we threaten the landowner? My grandfather gave us a lot of support. There was always a lot of discussion in our house. Because my brothers reached their own conclusions, I reached mine, and everyone came to their own conclusions. My grandfather said, yes, my children, you have to defend yourselves. Our ancestors defended themselves. The white men are telling lies when they say we are passive. They fought too. And we? Why don't we fight with the same arms the landowners use?
Juntita mi corazón, juntito a mí. Charango, charanguito, qué dulce voz. Ayúdame a llorar el bien que ya perdí. Ayúdame a llorar el bien que ya perdí. Charango, charanguito, qué dulce voz. Charango, charanguito, qué dulce voz. Tuve en un pirio del sol, grande y feliz. El blanco me lo quitó, charango. Llora mi raza vencida por otra civilización. Llora mi raza vencida por otra civilización. Charango, charanguito, qué gran dolor. Charango, charanguito, qué gran dolor, qué gran dolor, qué gran dolor.
এক যে ছিল মেয়ে কালো কৃষ্ণ কলির চেয়ে, ছেড়ে তার গ্রাম পেতে সুবিচার গিয়ে ফিরল জঙ্গলে। ও সে একশো দস্যির দল বাঁচাবে জল জমিন জঙ্গল, সব হারা যত মানুষ মিলে একজোট করলো যে বন। ওরা পারবে না কেড়ে নিতে আমাদের ঘর, আমাদের এই জমি, আমাদের জঙ্গল। ওরা পারবে না যতদিন ওঠে সুরজ, বুক দিয়ে আগলাবো এই সম্বল। আজও চলছে লড়াই, আমরা যতই মুখ ফেরাই, যেন আছে কোথাও এমন বিষাদ যাকে রাজাও ডরায়। রাজার যুদ্ধের রাত, যত ব্যবসায়ী সংগত, যত ভোটবাজি লুটের হিসেব এখানে থমকে দাঁড়ায়। ওরা পারবে না কেড়ে নিতে আমাদের ঘর, আমাদের এই জমি, আমাদের জঙ্গল। ওরা পারবে না যতদিন ওঠে সুরজ, বুক দিয়ে আগলাবো এই সম্বল।
The first part of my life ended on September 11, 1973. That day there was a brutal military coup in Chile. President Salvador Allende, the first socialist president ever elected democratically, died. In a few hours, a century of democracy ended in my country and was replaced with a regime of terror. Thousands were arrested, tortured, or killed. Many disappeared and their bodies were never found. The Allende family fled, and those who were abroad could not return. I was the last one to leave. I stayed until I couldn't stand it anymore in 1975.
जर्द पत्तों का बंजो मेरा देश है, दर्द की अंजुमन जो मेरा देश है। जर्द पत्तों का बंजो मेरा देश है, दर्द की अंजुमन जो मेरा देश है। उन दुखी माँओं के नाम, उन दुखी माँओं के नाम, रात में जिनके बच्चे बिलखते हैं और नींद की मार खाए हुए बाजुओं से संभलते नहीं, दुख बताते नहीं, मिन्नतों जारियों से बहलते नहीं। उन हसीरों के नाम, उन हसीरों के नाम, जिनके सीने पे फरदा के शबताब गौहर, कैद खानों की शौरीदा रातों के सर में जल जल के अंजुम नुमा हो गए, आने वाले दिनों के सफीरों के नाम। जर्द पत्तों का बंजो मेरा देश है, दर्द की अंजुमन जो मेरा देश है।
We are 5,000 here in this little corner of the city. How many are we in all the cities of the world? All of us, our eyes fixed on death. How terrifying is the face of fascism. For them, blood is a medal. Carnage is a heroic gesture. Song, I cannot sing you well when I must sing out of fear, when I am dying of fright, when I find myself in these endless moments where silence and cries are the echoes of my song. For them, blood is a medal, carnage is a heroic gesture. Song, I cannot sing you well when I must sing out of fear.
I am very sad. But there's no point in being so sad because the only one who knows for sure is him. If he was sad or happy to die that way, sacrificing himself for a just cause, because he's the only one who will ever have known. And let's hope, Martha, how much I wish it with all my heart, let's hope that he may have died happily. For a just cause, I think he let himself be killed because the way he could die like some heroine in a movie. And none of that business about a just cause. I'm getting sleepy, Martha. You can't imagine how much I just feel like sleeping after eating all that food I found. Thanks to the Spider Woman. And after I have one more spoonful of this guava paste, and after I sleep, you want to wake up already? No, much, much later. Because after eating all these rich foods, such a heavy sleep has come over me, and I'll just go on talking with you in my sleep. Will it be possible? Yes, this is a dream and we are talking together. So even if you fall asleep, you don't have to be afraid. And I think now that nothing is ever going to separate us again, because we have realized the most difficult thing of all. What's the most difficult thing of all to realize? That I live deep inside your thoughts, and so I will always remain with you. You will never be alone. Of course, that's it. That's what I can never let myself forget. If the two of us think the same, then we are together, even if I can't see you. Yes, that's it. So when I wake up on the island, you are going to go away with me. Don't you want to stay forever in such a beautiful place? No, it's been so good up to now, but enough resting. Once I've eaten everything up and after some sleep, I am going to be strong again because my comrades are waiting for me to resume the age-old fight. That's the only thing that I don't ever want to know, the name of your comrades. Martha, oh how much I love you. That was the only thing that I couldn't tell you. I was so afraid you were going to ask me that, and when I was going to lose you forever. No, Valentine, beloved, that will never take place, because this dream is short, but this dream is happy.
The captain looked at Fermina Daza and saw on her eyelashes the first glimmer of wintry frost. Then he looked at Florentino Arizza, his invincible power, his intrepid love, and he was overwhelmed by the belated suspicion that it is life, more than death, that has no limits. "And how long do you think we can keep up this goddamn coming and going?" he asked. Florentino Arizza had kept his answer ready for 53 years, 7 months, and 11 days and nights. "Forever," he said.
Si no creer en la locura de la garganta del sinsonte, si no creyera que en el monte se esconde el trigo y la pavura, si no creyera en la balanza, en la razón del equilibrio, si no creyera el delirio, si no creyera la esperanza, si no creyera lo que pienso, si no creyera mi camino, si no creyera mi sonido, si no creyera en mi silencio, qué cosa fuera la masa sin cantera, un amasijo de cuerdas y tendones, un revoltijo de carne con madera, un instrumento sin mejores pretensiones que lucecitas montadas para cena. Qué cosa fuera, corazón, qué cosa fuera la masa sin cantera. Un testaferro del traidor de los aplausos, un servidor de pasado en copa nueva, un eternizador de dioses del ocaso, júbilo hervido con trapo y lentejuela. Qué cosa fuera, corazón, qué cosa fuera la masa sin cantera.